Good morning, Josh with Content Marketing Media. So today I want to talk about one of the challenges. I think when you set up email campaigns, right? How are you going to reply to those emails and do it well, right? So I think a lot of agencies, they go out and get VAs. Other agencies, they just manage those replies themselves. But we really wanted to push the limit on, could we get AI to publish and respond to those emails in real time, but then do it informatively, right? Because getting replies that come in, whether they come through instantly or smart lead or any other source, it's one thing to identify and tag those replies and which ones you should reply to. It's another one to have intelligent replies that kind of meet, the emails that you get back from your outbound campaign. So just want to give you a little background here. We're going to start today with Relevance AI. Obviously, from our previous videos, we use Clay to enhance our leads. So this is our lead list in Clay. And the first thing we did is we wanted to build an AI workforce within Relevance. And so we trained, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, we trained our agent based off our knowledge. And so we gave it some templated replies. We gave it some instructions on how to install in Clay. We gave it some Clay workflows that we built and that I've shared publicly. And then that's just one piece of it, right? So give you some other knowledge we gave it. We took this table, which has all of our lead data for this week, and we also uploaded it to Relevance. So pretty awesome because now we have a CSV file that includes all of everything that's in our Clay table. And then we even went further and we loaded information from our website. So we scraped our own website and we pulled that data in. So we call this our training knowledge, right? Imagine embedding knowledge into your large language models. That's what we did. So obviously, we could build on this and give it a lot more information, but we thought it was pretty, three unique sources, right? PDF documents, a huge CSV file, and then our website. Obviously, with this training knowledge, we could call APIs, et cetera. But we wanted to see if we could get to a finished product. So I think that's the important thing is if you've seen these AI agents, right, having a good knowledge base is what makes all the difference in the world. And this is how we were able to go out pretty easy, just uploading CSVs, connecting to our website, installing PDFs. So before I get into the replies, the next thing I want to talk about is tools, right? So one of the really cool, powerful aspects of Relevance is being able to build in all kinds of tools into your agents, right? So the ones that we used is knowledge retrieval and GPT, my website. So we connected our website, which has a lot of our offerings, a lot of case studies, everything else, to a GPT. And so if someone asked a question, the agent would have the ability just to use AI to call our website. And then we actually, GPT, people think of OpenAI when they hear that, right? But in this case, we actually use Cohere. So we think Cohere is a better knowledge retrieval model, and we like the pricing model on it. And then we did knowledge retrieval just directly from our website. And so the other thing we added into our workflow is classification, right? Positive, negative, et cetera. But one of the really cool things about Relevance is you can go into these tools if you wanted to. Like we'll just go into knowledge retrieval for a second. And you can see I trained this specifically off that knowledge table that you saw previously. And then you could even go further in changing your LLMs, which LLMs you want to use. Like you can see, as I mentioned, I'm using Cohere. And you can obviously just upload your API keys pretty easily, and they have a ton of different APIs that you see here. And you can even add custom tools. So like maybe in this workflow, you want to run Python code or run a separate API request, do a Google search. There's various vendors in here like Bland AI, HeyGen. I mean, just ridiculously powerful as far as what you can do with tools. I think we saw 11 labs in there as well. So those are AI voice, AI phone calls, AI video. You've seen some of my videos before, but just imagining one agent having that power, and those are tools that you can just drop in. So remember these tools because they're all there. There's multiple options in here, but there's even creating copy. But let me get to how we actually created the AI agent. So if we go into the agent itself, I'll just back out here for a minute, and we will go from tools to AI reply agent. And so I did a previous video on one I used to create content. So this one will just show you how we actually reply. I think I've got a couple loaded that I want to show you, but before I get into that, I'll just give you the idea. Like, as mentioned, we just added the knowledge retrieval and the GPT to the website. We can choose the language model that prompts the prompts that you see here. And then we can easily connect. So I connected our reply email. This is where all of our replies come to, which is in Google Workspace. But you can see this could be a webhook from Instantly. You could zap it in. You can call an API. You know, wherever you're getting your replies to, it'd be pretty easy just to integrate this. And then you give it some base instructions. So this GPT-4 is what's running these base instructions. Your job is to create meaningful responses to emails. You're going to answer professionally, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're going to classify and determine the sentiment of the response you received. If positive, you'll use your knowledge base to create a suitable and relevant reply. So pretty straightforward. You can name task as well. Here you can see I'm labeling them as well, and you can add additional instructions. So I named the agent. I could even create a photo, etc. And so that's the agent that I built. It didn't take long at all. And then it's running live. As you can see, it is running live from replies, and we're getting a ton of different replies. But I want to go into some I thought were pretty cool and pretty unique. So this is one we got from a customer. It says, "Dear Josh, you know, I'm Mike CA. Here are the times that he's available." And then let's kind of scroll down to what the reply was created. So, "Dear Ramona, thank you for your prompt response and providing Mike's available times. I would like to opt for a slot at April 24th at 1:30." So kind of what I'm excited about is that I'm going to connect our Calendar API here, and so that it can really actually go in and check our calendar and make that connection. But this is a great reply, right? I mean, I think overall it's pretty much as good or as real of a reply that we would get, from one of our VAs as well. So, I've got this running on different tests, as you can see. So we're getting, different types of replies constantly, but the power of it's pretty crazy, right? I mean, it consistently generates replies. Now, what you're seeing in here is some tests I'm running where we're tagging these emails, and this is just warm-up emails that we're testing replies with. Um, but we have a ton of replies. And a lot of these are just warm-up emails that we're actually testing just to see what kind of replies we're getting, right? But I think you can see pretty consistently that it is going through and adapting to the question that's being asked and answering the reply, right? And as a reminder, right, it's tagging the conversation, it's calling the knowledge retrieval base, and it's GPT in our website to get the information. So a lot of different sources. It could do many other things, but the fact that it can do all those things and generate meaningful replies. What we'll add next again is our Calendar in here, and then we'll continue to build our knowledge base. But I think when you talk about the aspect of having a true AI reply agent, this is just a great example of how realistic of a possibility that is. And so, just to kind of wrap that up, what's really exciting about this is just being able to take this clay table, which, if you remember, has all of our lead gen information. And so we've taken this clay table, we piped it into Relevance, and we did it through CSV as a knowledge base, but we could easily just call it via API. And so the situation, that we're playing out here is I send an email, to somebody. We have a big list. They reply. We have this entire knowledge base here from our lead generation that our AI agent can call because it's trained on this knowledge to answer any questions. Not to mention, when you combine that knowledge with our knowledge about our business, right? Our website, any PDFs, documents that we trained it on, this table. We kind of showed that in the beginning that with our training material, we're able to add in whatever we want. And Relevance puts that in a vector database, which just makes it that much easier to call. We could even add SQL tables, CRMs, right? The sky is the limit because Relevance is connected and allowed us to train our knowledge base on whatever we can connect it to, and they have the tools there to do it. So pretty powerful stuff. I am going to share this clay table that I made last week, which just connects Relevance to clay. I think it's important to have the ability to do that. Didn't really use it in this workflow, but it's nice to have that, and I'll share that in the post. But the future is here. I mean, I can't even imagine what we're going to start doing with AI agents now. because we have a lot of replies to address and they're coming in every day and we're going to make it happen.